Hello everyone, welcome back to this Football Manager 2017 European Journeyman series with Valencia. We are at the end of the second season at the club and we've got one more game to play. Now as you can see on the screen, I've got our Champions League history up. Remember, this was the first time that we were in the Champions League. We started off against Feyenoord, getting the win away from home and then holding them to a draw at home that put us into the group stage, which was the board's minimum expectations for the competition. Then we had an absolute nightmare. We drew the first three games and then lost 4-3 to Benfica when we were 3-0 up. They completely tore us apart. 4 shots on target, 4 goals. They completely overturned us. It was the biggest shock that I'd ever seen happen to one of my teams. Fortunately, we changed our tactics around at this point in the season and we put together a nice winning run in the league as well. Ended up beating Club Brugge 3-0 and then Monaco 2-0, securing second place in a quite tough group. And that gave us a draw with Inter Milan, which we hammered them in the first leg 3-0. Managed to hang on 0-0 in the away game as well. Then we took on Porto, beat them 1-0 away from home, a game we absolutely dominated. And then there were some absolute scenes in the 3-3 draw. They were 1 goal away from knocking us out in the quarterfinals. And then against Manchester City in the semis, we had the game of our lives in the first leg at home. We beat them 4-0 and there was nothing they could do to stop us in the second leg. We were absolutely brilliant every time it counted. And we managed to get a reasonably friendly run all the way to the Champions League final. Man City, the only team that you would maybe expect to be beating us anyway. So getting past them was incredible. And now we have Paris Saint-Germain in the final. Now it's the third time that Valencia have made the Champions League final and they've never won it before. This will be PSG's first Champions League final. They've not got there in this game yet. And for this match, we are going to use the 4-3-1-2 formation. We've got Diego Alves in goal. We've got our strongest back four of Gaia, Mangala, Santos and Cancelo. Our preferred midfield three as well of Perez, Parejo and Envia. Muniain is in his best role as advanced playmaker with Gregoric and Berahino up top. I'm hoping this team can come together and do one more miracle in completing this journey all the way to Champions League glory. I'm not expecting the win. I think PSG will beat us. They would be expected to beat us in any other game. But hopefully the players can take their excellent run and just take it one more step. We've had a brilliant season, so let's finish it with the Champions League title. Envia sends the ball back to Santos. There it is over to Gaia. First minute, no highlights. It looks like PSG are edging possession at the moment. Not that it matters at this point. Perez picking up a yellow card very early though. But Parejo has a free kick. He's struck it and he's hit the woodwork. So close to taking the lead. Santos still has it. Finds Berahino, but he's tackled by Thiago Silva. We've nearly taken the lead straight away in this match. There's a lot of scrappy challenges going in at the moment, I think. The game's moving very slowly. Berahino offside after 10 minutes. We are having the better shots. PSG have only had one effort so far. It was off target, but there's another yellow card there. This one for Santos. We're definitely sticking our boot in a bit. But here's a corner. Parejo swings it in, cleared away by Icardi. Muniain. He's got the ball and he's given it away to Icardi. We need to get this back soon. Perez does just that. Plays it over the top looking for Gregoric. Gaia should get there. He's got 2 in the box to aim for, but it's taken away from him. And Berardi can launch a counter-attack for PSG. Charging down the right flank. He's got players with him. He goes past one. He goes for goal and puts it wide. A lucky escape for us. We really had many opportunities to try and get that ball in the box and failed to do it. Berahino called offside. Parejo's being called over. That's 3 yellow cards already. We're not even at the half-hour mark. But here's Berardi on the ball. Over to Di Maria. He puts it over the top, and Icardi's been allowed to run through on goal. Well saved by Diego Alves. Our defence just switched off. Corner for Ozil to take. Brought in from Arsenal. Marquinhos down to Leon, and we've let them score. Leon wasn't picked up by anybody. He's lashed it into the bottom corner, and we've fallen behind after half an hour. That's not good enough. We looked really good in the opening 15 minutes, and it's just sort of fallen apart now. As we try to do something to get back into this game. We do have the possession, we're just not really getting forward enough. Another free kick for PSG. Jan Envia with the foul. He could get another yellow card. That's 4 yellow cards now. I saw Gaia get cautioned a little bit earlier as well. We really need to change something about what we're doing. PSG get their first yellow card. It's Verratti. We're nearly at half-time. And there it is, the half-time whistle. We're 1-0 down. That is not good enough. Team not even reacting that well. There we go. We'll just have to leave it at that, but that's not good. I don't know why the team wasn't reacting to that. We're 1-0 down in the Champions League final. And they're just okay with me not being happy with their performance. Parejo trying to get the ball back, and he does. He needs to be careful on that yellow card, though. Gaia, there's his yellow card. That is 5 for the game now. And now Canseo's been called back. 6 players on yellow cards. Does not fill me with confidence, I have to say. We are going to go more attacking, though, because we're not getting shots on the target. Might have to make some changes to the strike force. But here's a highlight with Diego Alves out to Gaia. Can we build something? Mangala over to an Envia. He plays it forward to Berahino. Surrounded by PSG players, but goes past one and then loses it to Verratti. Di Maria on the ball, plays it down the line. Cut up by Canseo. Jan Envia has it, finds Muniain. Ball inside to Gregoritsch. Back out wide to Canseo. 2 in the box. More arriving. Thiago Silva out only as far as Envia. Parejo, Canseo 4 in the box to aim at, finds Berahino. Gregoritsch at the far post has got the equaliser near the hour mark. We've managed to pull one back, and it's Gregoritsch who's done the job. We're still in with a chance of winning this Champions League. And now we've got a corner. Parejo takes it short, looking for Mangala. It's come to Muniain. He sends it back to Gaia. Ball forward, finds Parejo. He's across, and Berahino's done it. 2 goals in 3 minutes. We have turned around Paris Saint-Germain. We're going to go defensive. Sorry to do that, but with half an hour left to play, we're looking good. And it's been hard getting these chances. Here's Envia through to Muniain. He slips the ball through, and Berahino's put it over the top, not far away from a 3rd goal in about 5 minutes. PSG are going to be absolutely shell-shocked from this. We seem to be playing brilliantly in this second half. But here's Leon down to Berardi. It only takes 1 goal to change things. Di Maria forward. Mangala cuts it out. Muniain's picked it up. Now Gregoritsch. Can he find Berahino? He's hanging onto the ball. Holds off the challenge. Finds Perez. Now Envia. Out wide to Gaia. He pulls it back to Muniain, but he's given the ball away to Di Maria. Ball across. Finds Felipe Anderson. He's cutting in from the right flank. Finds Icardi, and he has found the bottom corner. We are going to have to go back to control. We did not defend that lead for long. There's been 3 goals in about 5 minutes in this Champions League final. They've made a substitution. Berardi off, Lucas Moura on. Not sure if that's good or bad for us. We will have to think about making changes soon. I'm not really sure who I want to switch off. I might take Muniain off though. He's not had the best game. I could probably bring on Januzaj in that position. He's been quite good as an impact substitute since coming in on loan. Gaia could maybe come off as well. It's Leon with a corner for PSG towards Pastore. Felipe Anderson down Verratti. Anderson shot blocked. It comes out to Leon. He sends it in. Parejo away. Highlight ends. We've got 15 minutes left of this game. We're going to have to make another change. I think Gaia might have to come off. It's 2 of our best players that we've had to take off. They've not been performing in this match. We might also need to take off Perez. He is looking a bit tired. We can bring on Axel Witsel, who can play in that ball-winning midfielder role. We've got 5 minutes left to see out. And it's pretty level. The stats are dead level at the moment. But 4 players now on the pitch have yellow cards. Make it 5 with Mangala joining them. I can't believe we haven't had a red card. We've had so many yellow cards. But that is the end of 90 minutes. We are not that far away. I'm not really sure what to say to him here. Maybe just keep the fans happy, I guess. When it's 2-2 and you're playing a stronger team, it's hard to know exactly what to say. You can't go out and be aggressive with them, which is what I'd normally do. The players did seem to react to that a bit. We've got 30 more minutes to see out, and then it will go to penalties. I want to get another goal. I think we can do it. There's no reason why we can't do it. We're pretty good when teams get tired at exposing them at the back. And here's a chance with Leto just before the break in extra time. Leto, forward to Parejo. Need to get the ball away from that flank. It's Januzaj, back to Parejo. He finds Envia. We are moving it into the centre. Created space for Leto, who plays it in behind, but Marquinhos cuts it out. PSG send it forward, but Leto's there with another header. He seems to be doing a decent job at left back. Di Maria finds Lucas Moura, and Icardi's been played in behind. The defence has switched off, but he's put it over the bar. That was a great chance for PSG. They've had 5 clear-cut chances in this match and only got the 2 goals. but there is half-time in extra time. I'm not really sure whether to hang on for penalties here or not. We seem to be having more of the chances, so I'd suggest keeping going as we are right now. Another free kick here. Pastore with the foul. He gets a yellow card. There's been so many yellow cards. It's unreal. Parejo being given the benefit of doubt, which is good because he's already on a yellow. Got no more substitutions. There's nothing I can do here. We just have to hang on and hope that we either nick a goal or that it goes to penalties. It looks like it will be going to penalties unless something happens in this last minute. There it is. It is a penalty shootout. Now this is going to be absolutely nerve-wracking. We did so well to take the lead. I can't believe that it might all disappear now. I think those are going to be my penalty takers. No real surprises here. It's actually just a list. I may as well just press play. There we go. Our penalty takers are decided for the Champions League. It's Parejo. He's been brilliant from penalties and he scores this one. We've got the first goal against PSG. Now Leon steps up and he's found the top corner. He scored earlier in the game. He scores again. 1-1 on penalties. Next up, we've got Axel Witsel. He's a regular penalty taker, and he scores this one. Perfect record for us so far, putting the pressure on PSG. It's nice to go first when you're banging them in. Here comes Verratti. He can definitely take a penalty, and it's saved. We've saved the penalty. It's 2-1. Still a long way to go, but that is absolutely incredible, and Berahino will surely score. He's been so good, but it's saved. Berahino can't score. The man who's fired us all the way to the Champions League final. We've got Thiago Silva third. He has scored, pulls it back level on the night. This is nerve-wracking. Here comes Gregoric. He scored tonight. Can he do it again? He does. He's found the bottom corner. The keeper went the right way, but couldn't keep it out. Now Mauro Icardi. He wasted a few chances, and he's missed his penalty. We can win the Champions League with this penalty. It's Januzaj, the man on loan, who's going to step up. Oh, and it's saved. He couldn't handle the pressure. Next up is Pastore. If he misses, we win the Champions League. And he's put it over the bar. Can you believe it? We've done it. The players are going absolutely wild. We've won the Champions League in just our second season at the club. That was absolutely incredible. We've actually done it. I think we were the better team on the night. We had a really poor first half, but then that Gregoric and Berahino double header in about 3 minutes put us back in front, or put us in front, and then PSG managed to get one back. Berahino just 1 goal shy of the Golden Boot in Europe, but we've managed to do it. We've won the Champions League. How on earth does that happen? We've been so lucky with the draw going through, and then to win it on penalties as well is absolutely insane. We have won the Champions League. We get 13 and a bit million pounds. This is absolutely crazy. The board are ecstatic that we've managed to win the Champions League. Nobody can believe it. Paco Camarasa cannot believe it either. Mangala gets a bit of special acclaim there. Valencia squad gets £7 million bonus for winning the Champions League. I can't believe that's happened. We've won the Champions League. We finished second in the league as well. Made the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey before being knocked out by Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus all getting knocked out in early stages was a huge help. It gave us the favourable run of games, and it reminds me a lot of Porto, who made it all the way through, not really taking on the biggest of teams. It was only Manchester United that were a major force as far as I remember. But then they took on Monaco in the final and had a decent chance. We had a much harder final opponent, and it took penalties to decide it. But we are champions of Europe. It's absolutely insane. If we have a look at our best players by average rating, you'll see Adrian Santos had an absolutely fantastic season. He was just a backup player last season. He came into the first team squad and he did so well. Gaia as well, as you would expect, an absolutely brilliant left back. He's done well in that position. Cancelo, who was also just backup last season, he had good potential and he has absolutely fulfilled it, becoming a brilliant player at right back. Mangala, what a loan signing he was coming in January. He came in and did well last season. He's come in and done well again in centre-back. Vezo was a good rotation option as well. He improved from a 2 to 3 star player this year. But Saido Berahino, in his first season in Spanish football, has absolutely torn it apart. He's been fantastic for us. 18 league goals in 34 games, but 36 goals in his debut season in La Liga. Jan Mvia, another player that we brought in on a free, he's been brilliant as well. It's just the signings we made in the summer were absolutely perfect. Who can forget Diego Alves being a brilliant goalkeeper all season as well? Iker Munian as well, another one who was basically a free transfer. We got him for just £1.8 million, buying him out of his last 6 months of his contract last season. Axel Witsel, another free transfer that we brought in, doing an absolute stunning job in midfield and becoming a European champion. Then you've got Gregoric, who got 19 goals this season, the 24-year-old. We signed him for £12.5 million, our most expensive signing by some way, which is a sign of how crap the finances are at this club, that he's gone on to do absolutely brilliantly. Then you got Enzo Perez, another of our midfield rocks, doing a brilliant job in the centre. He's only worth £1.8 million. It's crazy that this team has gone on to become European champions. If we look at the finances of the club, there's £43 million in the bank. Our current transfer budget, though, is only £7 million, with about 100 and something grand in the wage budget. There's just no money, and the board are not looking to put any new money out either, which is really, really frustrating. Given we'd finished second, made the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey, and then won the Champions League, it looks like there's no finances available. Now, in terms of what we do next, that's a bit of a tough one. I did say last time that I would leave Valencia if we won the Champions League, because I'm not sure how much further we can actually go with this club. If we take a quick look at the job security screen, you'll see that there's no jobs available at the moment. The Barcelona job is under review, but when I applied for that, I was laughed out the door last time. There is the Benfica job that could open up. I would be interested in that if it became available, because Benfica become a powerhouse in this game every single time. So that would be a good place to build up a few competition victories and help increase the prestige of my managerial career. But because it's a World Cup, there's likely to be a few international managers being sacked, which means that big clubs could lose their managers to these positions. So I'm not going to resign from Valencia, not right now. I think given we've won the Champions League, going and winning the European Super Cup and the I think we'll be in the Spanish Cup as well, the Spanish Super Cup, and we'll have the European Super Cup and the Club World Cup, and there's not any good manager positions available right now. There's no point in resigning. I think what I'll do instead is I will actively start looking from another club right now, and if the job comes up, I will go for it, and that could see us leave Valencia mid-season, but it could also mean that we stay here for a third season. I think my contract at the moment still got quite a way to run. It expires in 2020, so we've got another 2 seasons on the contract. I don't want to say past 3 seasons. 3 seasons I think will be the ceiling, but at the moment we will stay in the job and we will just apply for other jobs. But that is going to be it for this episode. If we have a look at my profile and my history as well, you will see we have 1 cup win now, and it was a European Cup. We've won it in just our 2nd season as a manager, having spent just £34.5 million on players. We've actually sold more than we've bought in. We have managed to do it. We've managed to win the Champions League in just our 2nd season, the first time Valencia have been European champions. If you've enjoyed seeing us do this achievement so early, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see what we get up to next. By the time the next episode comes out, I could well be at another club. So make sure you do subscribe. But until next time, see ya.